We really like beef in this country. America consumes more beef than almost any other country in the world. The average American consumes 62 pounds of beef in a year. Now, this level of consumption has a considerable negative impact on our local and global environments. So today, I'm going to give you 3 reasons why you should reduce your beef intake. 1, cows are incredibly water intensive. 2, they emit the greenhouse gas emission methane. And 3, our consumption of beef is an impediment to global food justice. So first, the water issue. Raising and feeding cows is an incredibly water-intensive process, which is concerning especially right now as California is in its 4th consecutive year of drought. It turns out that across the board, the biggest part of our water footprint is actually our diets. It takes 1,800 gallons of water to produce 1 pound of beef. That's about 600 gallons per hamburger. Now, the majority of this water is going to irrigating the cow's feed and pasture. The feed is alfalfa, corn, and soy, and the pasture is alfalfa. Now, alfalfa is one of the most water-intensive crops grown in California. And it's used almost exclusively for cows. If we didn't have to grow alfalfa for cow feed in California, we would save enough water to supply for 1 million California homes. Think of the impact that would have on our current drought situation. Now, number 2, we all know the climate is changing due to anthropogenic greenhouse gas emissions. Or at least, Senate might not quite be sure about that, but we're going to make that a general assumption here. One of the most potent of these gases is methane. And it turns out that cows are the 3rd largest source of methane emissions in the United States and the single largest worldwide. A cow emits about 100 gallons of methane a day through, well, farting and burping. Pleasant, right? But seriously, the beef industry is playing a significant role in the emission of these greenhouse gases into our warming atmosphere. And if you think about it, reducing our dependence on beef is a lot simpler and less politically fraught than reducing our dependence on fossil fuels. It's a comparatively easy solution. Now, number 3, global food justice is another serious problem. Over 800 million people worldwide suffer from chronic hunger. And the thing is, there is enough food to go around on this planet and feed everyone. We just don't distribute it right. For example, we feed a lot of the food that we could be feeding to humans to the cows that we eat. Cows consume 47% of the soy and 60% of the corn grown here in the US. These are resources that could be going to humans if we chose to shift to a less resource-intensive diet. And in fact, this shift away from beef is already happening. Beef consumption in the US peaked in the 1970s and has been declining ever since. And it's time for you guys all to join this movement. You might have heard before that they say it takes 21 days to make or break a habit. My call to action to you is to take the next 21 days to consciously form a new habit around your beef consumption. This could be not buying beef at the grocery store, only eating out around special occasions, or even just choosing 1 day a week to be beef-free. It really can make a difference. Now, you know how our professors are fond of saying there's no silver bullet solution to our environmental problems? Well, they're right. But if you think about it, this one comes pretty close. 3 major global problems: water scarcity, greenhouse gas emissions, malnutrition, and 1 item eliminated from your diet: beef. Is that worth the sacrifice to you?